Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to more Skyrim Special Edition mods. Today we got kind of an interesting mod. This mod is a spell, but it's called Display Enchantment or Enhancement. And what we do in enchantment, we're all in Skyrim mode right now. But enhancement. So essentially, what this mod does, if we open it up here, it's a spell. It's got it here currently in my right hand. We just pop it off. So there are many examples. These are mainly examples for console users. Once applied, they won't be removed until you remove them via the remove overlays or delete the mod. So these are like presets. Kind of like EMVs, but they're not EMVs. But like presets that change up how things. So we got like the life preset here, and I was just looking here at some pretty scenery. If you give it a little bit, it takes some time. It's like loading it up. Okay, this directly goes over your game, and it changes up how the lighting works, the saturation of the colors, everything. Each of these little presets can kind of change these things up. It takes a little bit of time to load in though. I don't think it's loaded in yet, but it is real pretty already though. Skyrim's just a pretty game. But this mod can make it prettier if you do it right. So as you see here now, it just kicked in. This is the life preset. So as you see, the shading is all completely different. The sun color is different. Everything looks instantaneously different. So we can load up another one here. That was life, obviously, but there's all these different kinds of knowns. Death, bluish, old. We can go darker. So let's go darker. So remove the first preset. So obviously we just lost life there, the life preset, and then we'll load in the new one. That's why it takes a little bit of time. But we'll go through a couple of these here and a couple of the other things that this mod can do to make your Skyrim look better. I mean, it's not like objectively better, right? Because maybe you find the original default Skyrim to be the prettiest looking thing, but you know, maybe you could mess around with this, change up your settings in here, because you can customize this. This is darker, so it makes. I mean, even though the sun's coming up and it's supposed to be bright, it's darker, and everything it gives a bleaker outlook on Skyrim a little bit, huh? But as you see, we can have more presets here. We can have depth. So I think depth, if I remember correctly, like really saturates the hell out of these colors and just makes everything pop crazy hard. And to my personal preference, I just prefer the original Skyrim. That's just my opinion, though. But I figured I'd cover this mod because I thought it was interesting as a concept, especially for console, because PCs got all different types of EMBs and all kinds of things. Consoles don't really get those types of things. So here on Xbox One, like I play, it's interesting to have this type of availability option. So this is depth. As you see, though, very saturated colors. Even like my spells in my hand are very bright and colorful. The sun right there is beautiful. It looks real nice. Like the colors just become like hella saturated, almost not in a bad way, almost, but like just nice looking. It still looks nice, just really bright and colorful version of Skyrim, right? So like I said, you can find all these on your own. We can go black and white even. So like you can do weird things with this. Exit. I think I just hit one. Right? We got black and white on here. We'll let it load up in a second. But yeah, you guys get the point of there's lots of different customizable presets in here. Obviously, you can customize all of this on your own as well, so you don't have to deal with that. And then you can turn them off pretty much at any time you want to. It's not like rocket science. You just go back into the menu and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. For black and white now, though. So you can play in Skyrim, old school style, and play completely black and white. If that's your fancy, right? If that's what you prefer to do with it, you can by all means do that. That's a personal preference thing, right? I don't necessarily wouldn't recommend it, but you can if that's what you like to do with this mod, and that's kind of cool that you can do that. We can put no bloom on. We'll show that off. So right now we've got lots of bloom. Well, maybe less so because it's starting to get nighttime. But with the sun, there's lots of bloom, lots of light bloom coming off here. We'll turn the bloom off, and then we'll see what it looks like. If not, if we can't really tell, I'll just make it. I'll wait a little bit, and we'll get to the morning. So we'll just actually probably do that right now. So let's just wait, like 13 hours or so. But yeah, like I said, there's other things in here, other options besides just the basic presets. Presets are obviously something that the mod author has created so that you can just click it. Alright, I like the looks of this version of my game, and then you just kind of always have it on like that. So we should have some bloom here when the sun comes up. I'm not sure if the mod is kicked in yet. No bloom version. Where's my sun? Sun's coming up on this side. And there should be no bloom. No bloom is not it's a very subtle effect, so obviously you just remove the bloom effect. Bloom is like big light patches and stuff. Let's load up a different one. We also have cinematic options, so you can adjust all these on your own. Brightness. You just remove the preset. Like I said, this does take a little bit of time, and I apologize if you're bored already of my shit, I guess. But I just want to try to show this off to the best extent and give you the idea that this is how long this takes. People can cut things out and stuff, but then you get an inaccurate idea how long things take to load and stuff, and I think that gives you a bad impression of how these things work. We'll just show off these tint fade options, so you can change the tint of all the colors. Done removing, so it removes the overlay. HDR options. Is positive on, so HDR is on, I guess, apparently. could also remove all overlays. Just, alright, removing everything. Just get rid of all of it. And like I said, you can go in there, tweak all the settings, the brightness, saturation, all on your own. The presets are really where it's at for this one. Like I said, eye candy gets pretty bananas. We'll show this one off as the last one. But you guys can go through all this all yourself if you guys want to download the mod for yourself. There's a lot of really cool things in here. It's all personal preference thing, right? Some people are attracted to different things with their eyeballs than other people. So that means what I like potentially is not going to be what you like. Let's see if we can get this eye candy one on. Or if it's just like messing up. It does some wigged out stuff sometimes. I gotta be honest with you. Oh, there it is. Eye candy mode. Excuse me. But yeah, that's where the one gets super saturated colors. The sky is like extremely blue. The spells in my hand are extremely colorful, like the sunset. Right, it's like a cartoon version of Skyrim. But I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, this could be the exact kind of mod you're looking for. So you can enable that kind of thing. The grass is extremely green, right? Like everything has kind of got a trippy vibe to it based on the colors. It's like a drugged up version of Skyrim. Who knows, right? Whatever way you want to look at these things, and this is kind of a personal preference thing. But like I said, we can just go here, remove all stuff. And it's back to normal. See, that's how, it's just like crazy how much your eyes like have to readjust. Like, holy shit, okay, back to normal. But if you guys want to download this one for yourself, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to Bethesda on that page. We can download it from there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, I greatly appreciate a like rating down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I'll see you in the next episode.